a 304. Let me tell you some things that I've learned about men. They just want to talk. They want someone to listen to their feelings and stuff. They don't be saying it like that, but you got to get them to open up.
You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Welcome back to the channel. This lady is a 304. If you don't know what a 304 is, go to Urban Dictionary. I guess she is kind of going over her escapades with men. So we're gonna go through and see if she's accurate about certain things. Just off of the first one, they want somebody to they can open up to and talk about their feelings. Nah, some guys maybe, most guys nah. If we got a 304 next to us, it's only a few reasons for that.
Real men like a soft woman. Any dude that wants his woman hard, and I'm not trying to like come for nobody, right? But when they want a homie type of girl, a gangster type of chick or whatever, like I heard this one dude talk about how he liked Glorilla. He was like, I imagine her, she be in a passenger seat, you feel me, bagging up and, you know, boom at people. And I'm sitting here like, it sounds like you want to do.
Facts. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Most guys want femininity. Most guys. Now, hey, I'm not saying that there's some guys that don't want their women to be a little rough around the edges. They don't want them to be a little but, you know, I would say the typical guy would prefer their women to be a slight bit more softer, feminine, because exactly how this right here, I agree with this one. You need your woman to be like hard and all, and just like aggressive, super aggressive, and with the deep voice and talking like Glorilla and on the side rolling up a joint or a blunt or whatever y'all puffing on. And you pass her the pistol and she hanging out the window shooting. Yeah, you want a dude, dog. You want a dude. And I'm not even at this point saying that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you know, this is in this era that we live in this society, it is what it is. But just be honest with yourself, man. You want a guy. You want a Negro.
Like I said, you notice he wants a girl to do all the dirty work for him. What real man would want his woman to do any dirty work at all? He wants his woman put up.
Facts.
If your man knows that you know that he's cheating on you, he lost so much respect for you, and he's going to do it even more now because he knows that you're okay with it. So if you find out that he's cheating, just don't let him know.
Whoa. Okay, so I get that logic. I do get that logic. To most people, cheating is a fireable offense. It's like it's a deal breaker. There's some that will stick through it. I think it's a lot easier for women to kind of forgive a man for doing it as opposed to a man forgiving a woman. I don't know. Just don't come for me in the comments, please. I'm just saying. I think it's different. Yeah, there's a slight bit of a double standard. You know, and you hearing this from Unc. It is a slight bit of a double standard. It's just you got to think about it. Think about it from a biological standpoint. I don't want to get too colorful. That's what the live streams is for. Tap in. But if you are a woman and you find out that your man has been double dipping with, you know, Natalie up the street, and you don't want to leave, you know what? I can't say that I don't disagree, agree or disagree. I can't say that I don't. Yeah, I'm with that one. However, I'm dyslexic. Bear with me. I think I'm kind of with that one. And I think I would be kind of with that one if it was from the male's perspective also, because you got to think about it. If I'm not trying to leave right now, let's just say that I find out that my significant other had some situations on the side and it was beneficial for me to stay in the moment. I found out about it. I don't even know if I'd come at her like I know. I think it's just business as usual, but I'm going to be moving a different way. But I'm not going to be moving recklessly. It's just going to be from a different perspective. I'm gonna be moving from a different perspective. So I kind of get the logic behind this because once you find out and then you go to them and if this is say you belligerent and all this other stuff and you don't leave, yeah, they're gonna look at you. I'm not gonna say they're gonna look at you a certain type of way, but the dynamic is gonna be different. Now, if they are so adamant about not losing you once they find out that you know that they've been doing some things, then I guess the dynamic can be a little bit. I guess it's maybe a bit more even because now you have all the leverage. At any point, you could just say, "Okay, I know I'm gonna give you another chance, but fuck up again, I'm gone." So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like you got to be a sucker to just be like, okay, yeah, I found out you did this, but I'm still like, you still got me at your beck and call. No, 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 no. You lost that. I'm still here, but you lost that.
Don't tell any man that you've been through anything bad at all.
Nah, okay, so I go under the assumption that most women have gone through something bad. You ain't got to tell me. You ain't even got to tell me. I can assume. And that's not even just it's not even me thinking that well, it's women just out here reckless. That's just me thinking that it's a lot of dudes out here that ain't worth a damn. So that's kind of putting the onus on the guys. I'm an equal opportunity accountability. Okay. So I don't just be on here going at anybody in particular. I can call anybody out in any given time for whatever reason. So I honestly assume I haven't met not nan woman ever in a friendship, in a relationship, in any ship that hadn't gone through something. So you ain't got to tell them. They already know.
Because they're using that to see how much they can play with you. You know what I mean? You ever have a guy that tell you, be like, oh, I used to do this, that, and the third for my last girl. And in your head, you like, damn, if he did that for her, I wonder what he finna do for me. You see what I'm saying? So, boom, when you tell a guy that, oh, this man cheated on me, he did me dirty, he blacked my eye and all that stuff, you letting this dude know that you go for that. Like, you're gonna stay. Because you just said, hey, I stayed for all of this bad stuff with him. Of course, I'm gonna stay for all the bad stuff with you.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because again, all anecdotal. I think most people, not just women, I think most people kind of go through experiences and then they get to the next experience and they kind of double back to their past experience. And that's kind of how they gauge the next experience. So I'm not going to think that because she was with a nigga that blacked her eye, that she going to allow me to two-piece her. Now, I said that all wrestling moves, okay, shout out to Soul Illuminati. All wrestling moves is fine. So if I hit you with sweet chin music, Stone Cold Stunner, Rock Bottom, People's Elbow, Tombstone Power Driver, it's all good. Pedigree on a steel chair. Concerto, I need a partner. All of that is all good. It's fair game. But, I'm not going to just two-piece you like that. When you told me that you got two-piece. Like, that's crazy. That's egregious. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that anyways. Even if you didn't tell me that you was two-piece, I wouldn't do that.
Because otherwise, in his head, he would be like, why did you have standards with me and not with him?
That doesn't necessarily mean that she didn't have standards with the past dude. The past dude just may not have acknowledged those standards. So in that case, you can't necessarily compare yourself to the last guy from a male's perspective. You can't compare yourself to the last guy. I'm not in competition with the last guy. I can only be me. I will tell you this though, and I don't know. I mean, she's giving it from a female's perspective, but I will tell you this, and this came from like an old head, and I've seen this before, but this came from an old head to me, and I've seen this before on social media. But I was told, and I've read before, that the worst thing that you can do or the worst thing that you can be as a guy is a woman's first good dude. That's the worst thing that you can be. I know that sounds crazy, but if you are a woman's first good guy, a lot of things that you do is going to be foreign to her. And I mean, I guess it goes both ways. I can only give you from a male's perspective, but a lot of things that you do for her is going to be foreign. She's not going to know what, you know, healthy looks like. Everything kind of resembles toxicity. So, if you aren't belligerent, if you don't like to argue, if you don't like to do all of that, sometimes as a guy, you get a boring tag placed upon you because you don't do all these things. So, just be wary of that. And if you are a woman's first good guy, just know that you have to be a little bit stronger than the last guy was.
You feel me? So don't let no dude know that you went through anything bad at all. You lived an amazing life. Everything was perfect for you.
And you lying because and everything's perfect, not perfect for any. Perfect don't even that. I wish someone who's Webster. I wish Webster would take perfect out of the dictionary. It don't exist. It don't exist. Most people think that perfection exists because they live their life on social media. Perfection don't exist. It's not a real thing.
Everything works out for you, okay? Nothing bad ever happened. Stop telling people that before I have to hit you.
Don't hit me. I'll leave these video down below in the description so you can watch, and the link to her profile. I don't even know her name. I mean, she said some things that was kind of, I can rock with it. Not the first one though, because she said she was a 304. You know what I'm saying? How long we into the video? That she's a hoe. Ain't nobody necessarily call no hoe because I just want to pour my heart out to you. This has been bottled up inside. I just been wanting to get all of this out. No, that's not what I'm trying to get out. If you like the video, hit the like button. Smash the like button, as YouTube like for me to say, and other YouTubers. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you for watching again. See you in the next one. Y'all gonna get tired of me.